When the Okavango Delta, when the largest pond is about to dry up, all kinds of animals are starting to go into a state of madness. Countless African catfish, struggling and surging in the muddy mud. In order to survive, all the animals did their best. Precious water and food. It's a really hot resource right now. For the Nile crocodile, he's not interested in earthy catfish. These fat pelicans are his target. And the hippo leader in the pond can only endure such results because there is no one around, a pool where they can live. And 2 months ago, it's still a thriving scene. This hippo leader has just completed his tour of the territory, and it's not just the family he has to protect, more of a herd of female hippos. But what he didn't know was, upstream impoundments have begun to dry up. Hundreds of hippos were also trapped here. Every hippopotamus wants to occupy a position in the deep water. So fights started happening. The hippopotamus fight may seem mundane, but if there is a fatal injury, there is only one outcome. And that's feeding the crocodiles. This hippopotamus chose to leave this place. And its direction, it's the position of the hippo leader in the downstream area. The arrival of a strange hippo, usually met with similar resistance. If he succeeds in taking over this place, then these female hippos will also belong to him alone. In contrast, the hippo leaders downstream, but did nothing. It wasn't that he hadn't noticed the intruder. Original, he's developing a skill that everyone's afraid of. When he lifts his huge butt high, the companions around have sensed that something is wrong. As the hippo leader continues to wiggle his tail, the mother hippos around me are starting to move away. It seems that his companions nearby have also seen this move. An unknown intruder. He didn't know what he was going to face. Cannonballs have been fired at him. It turns out that hippo leaders rely on this method, drive away countless invaders. Although it doesn't look glamorous, but this trick has been tried and tested by the hippo leader. His one defecation, you can reach an amazing 40 kilograms. And it lasts very long. Sure enough, the intruder was killed by his ferocious dungball bomb, fleeing in a panic. Hippo leader takes advantage of victory, directly drove the other party out of his territory. And you can enjoy the happy hour of the moment leisurely again. In the blink of an eye 2 months later, these hippos are like big sweet potatoes, deep in the puddle they once enjoyed. It was terrible during the drought. Dwanung, now they are suffering. On the other hand, this hippo leader, it has been completely turned into a mud horse. If you don't open your eyes, can't even tell. He was just 2 months ago, the majestic hippo leader. Every hippopotamus, they are all struggling to endure the stinky environment here. And drought, it also forced the hippos to come upstream to escape for their lives. Here, if you don't soak it in wet mud as soon as possible, it will soon be roasted to death by the scorching sun. Even in the downstream region at this time, has become crowded, but if they want to survive they have to stay here. And this hippopotamus can only test it carefully. He understood that his arrival must have been unwelcome. The hippopotamus leader immediately drove him away. The roar of the inevitable battle begins. Both behemoths weighed more than 2 tons. Arbitrary impact and bites do tons of damage. Finally, this hippopotamus on its long journey was defeated. The hippo leader once again holds his territory. And the fate of this loser, maybe it will die from sun exposure. However, the hippo leader may have won the battle, but he couldn't anticipate. When will the salvation of nature arrive?